Hello friends, buckle up because it's happened again. Remember the bank troubles we saw in March? Well, it turns out that was just the beginning. And now you won't believe it, but another bank has just bitten the dust. Now you're not hearing about this in the news, and you've got to wonder why. Maybe it's because they don't want us to realize just how shaky the whole banking system really is. But don't worry, let's dive into what's really going on and why this matters for your wallet. Now let's break this down. Did you know that many banks only keep a tiny slice of their dough in their hands? We're talking about as little as 5 to 10%. And nope, not even in cold hard cash, but in digital dollars. Imagine this, if just a handful of customers, say 1 in 10, went out to pull out their cash, the bank would be in a world of hurt, like a castle built on the sand. That's right, it could crumble by morning. It's a bit of hush-hush secret, but it's important you know just how thin the ice really is. Now let's talk about bonds, not the action movie kind, but the kind that can shake the foundations of our banks. Back in March, when the financial world took a dive, it was partly because banks had stocked up on bonds like government and mortgage-backed ones. At the time, these bonds were like hotcakes, selling at sky-high prices with tiny returns of around 1 to 2%. But here's the real kicker. When interest rates shifted and new bonds with juicier returns of say 5, 6, 7% came into the play, our old bonds tanked. Banks found themselves sitting on a pile of paper not worth their weight, leading to a scramble as they tried to cover their losses. Creative accounting tricks like hold to maturity on balance sheets could only hide so much. Suddenly, those old bonds weren't so hot. They dropped in value faster than a smartphone after a new model drops out. And guess who had a vault full of those not so great bonds? You got it, the banks. And when the value tanked, their money went poof. Now let's zoom in on the latest headlines from the banking world. Justin, Citizens Bank of Sac City, Iowa has just shut its doors for good. That's number 5, folks. The 5th bank to call it quits this year. But it's not just the small players. Even the giants are feeling the tremors. Big names like Citigroup are slashing jobs, grappling with deep cuts as they navigate these choppy financial waters. And it's not just job cuts. Major banks are facing unrealized losses in the billions, signaling deep-rooted issues that could affect us all. And the way things are going, it looks like it might not be the last. This isn't just a small talk, it's official. Even the big guns at the Federal Reserve are stepping in. They've signaled a shift that could spell relief for the bond market, but might also be a prelude to more trouble ahead. Okay folks, now time for some real talk about your money. If you're keeping all your savings in the bank, it might be time to think again. It's smart to have a backup plan, like stashing some of your wealth where you can always get to it. Think about gold and silver. They're like the superheroes of your safe investments. They've stood the test of time, and when everything else is going haywire, they're usually kicking back steady as a rock. And let's chat about digital currencies like Bitcoin. It's like having a bank in your pocket minus the actual bank. But here's a hot tip. The safest bet is gold. You can hold it, touch it, and it won't vanish into thin air. What about the broader market? Well, there's a chatter about digital currencies taking over, which could change the game entirely. And let's not forget about mining companies. These folks could hit a gold mine, literally, as metal prices soar, giving you a chance to see some serious gains if you play your cards right. But what about when things go south? I mean, way south. That's when gold and silver aren't just safe, they are your financial lifeboats. Just remember, no reward without a little risk, but sometimes those risks can lead to serious rewards. As we close this chapter, it's clear that the banking world is on shaky ground, with vulnerabilities laid bare by recent collapses. We've seen big banks take a hit, and while some cuts may be a band-aid solution, the real cure lies in more strategic approach to our personal finances. From the bond blow-ups to a stark reality of digital dollars, the message is to diversify and be your own financial hero. Gold, silver, and even digital currencies could be your shield against the tremors of troubled banks. Smart moves and strategic choices are crucial in navigating these turbulent financial waters. Alright friends, we've just navigated through the twists and the turns of our banking system storyline. I want to hear from you. What do you think about these bank shakeups and the moves you're making to stay financially safe? Share your thoughts and strategies in the comment section below. If this deep dive into the banking world reality keeps you hooked on, show your support with a like and share this video to spread the word, and subscribe with notifications on. There are more insights where this came from. Until then, stay savvy, stay secure, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.